Hello listeners. Welcome back to SpeakERC, your easy learning channel. Today, as part of general science, we will know about rare earth elements. A rare earth element is one of a set of 17 chemical elements in the periodic table. Specifically the 15 lanthanides, as well as scandium and yttrium. The 17 rare earth elements here. They are not especially rare, but they tend to occur together in nature and are difficult to separate from one another. Discovery and early history. The first rare earth element discovered was the black mineral ytterbium. By 1803 there were two known rare earth elements, yttrium and cerium, although it took another 30 years for researchers to determine that other elements were contained in the two ores are ceria and yttria. In 1842 the number of known rare earth elements had reached 6, yttrium, cerium, lanthanum, didymium, erbium and terbium. Due to the difficulty in separating the metals, and determining the separation is complete, the total number of false discoveries was dozens, with some putting the total number of discoveries at over 100. Early classification. Before the time that ion exchange methods and dilution were available, the separation of the rare earths was primarily achieved by repeated precipitation or crystallization. In those days, the first separation was into two main groups, the cerium earths and the yttrium earths. The reason for this division arose from the difference in solubility of rare earth double sulfates with sodium and potassium. The most common distinction between rare earth elements is made by atomic numbers. Those with low atomic numbers are referred to as light rare earth elements. Those with high atomic numbers are the heavy rare earth elements, and those that fall in between are typically referred to as the middle rare earth elements. Until 1948, most of the world's rare earths were sourced from placer sand deposits in India and Brazil. Through the 1950s, South Africa was the world's rare earth source, from a monazite-rich reef at the Steenkamp scroll mine in Western Cape Province. Through the 1960s until the 1980s, the Mountain Pass rare earth mine in California was the leading producer. Today, the Indian and South African deposits still produce some rare earth concentrates, but they are dwarfed by the scale of Chinese production. In 2017, China produced 81% of the world's rare earth supply, mostly in Inner Mongolia, although it had only 36.7% of reserves. Australia was the second and only other major producer with 15% of world production. All of the world's heavy rare earths, such as dysprosium, come from Chinese rare earth sources such as the polymetallic Bonobo deposit. Increased demand has strained supply, and there is growing concern that the world may soon face a shortage of the rare earths. In several years from 2009, worldwide demand for rare earth elements is expected to exceed supply by 40,000 tons annually. Uses. The uses, applications, and demand for rare earth elements has expanded over the years. This is particularly due to the uses of rare earth elements in low-carbon technologies. Some important uses of rare earth elements are applicable to the production of high-performance magnets, catalysts, alloys, glasses, and electronics. Nd is important in magnet production. Rare earth elements in this category are used in the electric motors of hybrid vehicles, wind turbines, hard disk drives, portable electronics, microphones, speakers, and are important as catalysts, and are used for petroleum refining and as diesel additives. Land and Nd are important in alloy making, and in the production of fuel cells and nickel metal hydride batteries. Gand and Nd are important in electronics and are used in the production of LCD and plasma screens, fiber optics, lasers, as well as in medical imaging. Additional uses for earth elements are as tracers in medical applications, fertilizers, and in water treatment. REES have been used in agriculture to increase plant growth, productivity, and stress resistance seemingly without negative effects for human and animal consumption. Rare earth elements cannot be substituted by other elements and that REES have a low recycling rate. Furthermore, due to the increased demand and low supply, future prices are expected to increase and there is a chance that countries other than China will open REE mines. REE is increasing in demand due to the fact that they are essential for new and innovative technology that is being created. These new products that need REES to be produced are high-technology equipment such as smartphones, digital cameras, computer parts, etc. In addition, these elements are more prevalent is production in the renewable energy technology industry, military equipment industry, glass making and metallurgy. Environmental considerations. REES are naturally found in very low concentration in the environment. Near mining and industrial sites the concentrations can rise to many times the normal background levels. Once in the environment, REES can leach into the soil when air transport is determined by numerous factors such as erosion, weathering, pH, precipitation, groundwater, etc. Acting much like metals, they can speciate depending on the soil condition, being either motile or adsorbed to soil particles depending on conditions. Furthermore, strong acids are used during the extraction process of REES, which can then leach out into the environment and be transported through water bodies and result in the acidification of aquatic environments. Mining, refining, and recycling of rare earths have serious environmental consequences if not properly managed. Environmental pollution. Pollution of REES are mainly caused during the mining process because during the extraction of the ores from rocks, a significant amount of water usage and wastewater production. In addition, due to the low abundance and varying spatial distribution of REES, the mining process uses a significant amount of energy, which will have a negative impact on the environment. Geopolitical considerations. China has officially cited resource depletion and environmental concerns as the reasons for a nationwide crackdown on its rare earth mineral production sector. However, non-environmental motives have also been imputed to China's rare earth policy. China currently has an effective monopoly on the world's rare value. In the words of Deng Xiaoping, a Chinese politician from the late 1970s to the late 1980s, the Middle East has oil, we have rare earths. It is of extremely important strategic significance. We must be sure to handle the rare earth issue properly and make the fullest use of our country's advantage in rare earth resources. The report notes that China's lead in the production of rare earth minerals has accelerated over the past 2 decades. In 1990, China accounted for only 27% of such minerals. In 2009, world production was 132,000 metric tons, China produced 129,000 of those tons. The United States Geological Survey is actively surveying southern Afghanistan for rare earth deposits under the protection of United States military forces. So that is all about rare earth elements. In our next video we will come up with some more useful videos. Thank you again.